Hey Taurus, it's Tammy with Spot on Psychic Readings, and Chippy, who came in for his cookie. Have a cookie taken out, Chippy. Thanks for joining me for Dogs, Coffee, and Tarot today, and I'm going to dive into your reading. So hope you're having a good day. Be sure to check out our mugs on Shopify. I'll put a link up here for you. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Chippy, you have something to say to Taurus too? What do you have to say to Taurus? You know, the dogs, if you haven't been here before, the dogs really do help ground the energy, and sometimes all of my dogs are here today. Just Chippy's joining us, and Chippy has his own channel. He has over 4,500 subscribers right now. Be sure to take a look at Chippy's channel when you get a chance. But don't leave yet. I got a great reading coming up here for you. So let's see what's coming up, Taurus. Taurus, you have got a really sunny card. Look at this. Really sunny card. Oh, Chippy, you just really want to help. You've got the sunny King of Wands coming up first thing, Taurus. So there's something here about you maybe feeling passion at this time, a lot of ambition. Sometimes this is the card of careers. What, Chippy? What? You really have something to say? I'm going to let Chippy pull a card for you because he is being super insistent. Hang on a second here, Taurus. If you don't like this part, you can always hold your finger down and speed through it, okay? I won't tell Chippy. He would be quite insulted. All right, Chippy, hold on here. All right. You have something to say? Which one? This one. All right. I have to keep my eye on which one. Is this the right one? Is this the one? It's not. Well, which one? That one. All right. Okay, Chippy. So, all right, hang on a second here. So Chippy is giving you these two cards. I'm going to go ahead and take both of these because he hit his nose with this Two of Pentacles. Here's your cookie. And he also put his paw on the Seven of Cups. So what I want to say here is Chippy's feeling like you're being kept in the dark about money improvements. I know Chippy doesn't know about money, obviously, but he feels the energy of things, and there's something here about juggling money, but being in the dark, being in the fog about it. So we'll see how this relates to the rest of the reading. Thank you, Chippy. Thank you, Chippy. All right. Back to my reading. Okay, here we go. All right, and there is ambition here. There is career and ambition, so I could see how this may fit together. So we'll see. Usually Chippy is spot on with things. This is why he has his own channel. So let's see, Taurus. So ambition, career. And we've got, these are new cards. Hold on. And we've got the Magician. Yeah. So there's something here about you using your skills and talents. First two cards up here. Yeah. There's something here where you're going to be using your abilities, talents you may not have even known you had. And I've seen this for a lot of people recently. I think a lot of people have spent so much time working maybe for corporations or, you know, doing the daily grind that they haven't been able to get into their creativity. You know, haven't really been able to do what they wanted to do. Chippy's being very talkative with you all today. Because this is in your crossing position of using your skills and talents. And there's something here about wanting to do that, but maybe feeling there's something about a challenge about you using your skills and talents at this time. Let's see what's on Taurus's mind at this time. Well, here's an angel card for you all, of course. Look at this angel on the card. So, is this focusing? So the Two of Cups, Taurus, this is about things coming together. You might be wanting things to come together with your career. You might be wanting things to come together with a person. Two of Cups is often a romantic card of relationships, okay? Let's see what the foundation of that is, though. It looks like it's being angelically guided, you know, which I'm not surprised to see with Taurus. Wow, here's an Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you're hoping things will come together because of money. And again, you know, going back to what Chippy was insistent about, He says you're juggling money. You're worried about money, in a fog about money. And this is what I'm seeing on your mind at this time, is that you're hoping things will come together with this Ace of Pentacles, like a new beginning in money, or jackpot, or some sort of unexpected gift of money. We'll see. I can't wait to clarify this, Taurus. This is like very exciting. Really good reading so far. Such good energy. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. You may be in this Wheel of Fortune energy right now. This is showing up in past influences. So if it's in the past, it's in the very recent past. And it's really significant at this time. And, Wheel of Fortune is exactly what it says it is. It's good fortune coming into you, Taurus. So, yeah, good one. So let's see what's coming in. In your immediate future, you've got King of Cups. So there's something about healing energy, nurturing energy. I want to say you might be connecting with these people as well, these kings. You might be actually physically connecting with them, and they're reflecting things that you want to be doing or leading you on a path, but also this could be your energy as well. So take it as it resonates. We have got the Strength card. This is in your more immediate future, okay? So we go from healing to strength. And I feel like a lot of this is about finances for you today, Taurus. So because the first few cards that came out talk about ambition and career and finances. And even if you're retired, there's still financial, concerns. So there's something here about inner strength, maybe holding back on money. Something about healing. And when I see healing, especially in a financial reading, it can often be about financial healing. Sometimes people don't think about that. And it's funny, I'm seeing this for a lot of the signs right now, a lot of financial healing. So I know it's coming up. Taurus. And financial healing can be like getting out of debt, or paying something off, or getting more money, things like that. Or money that you need for physical healing, Other people are seeing you as Two of Swords. They may be seeing you struggling at this time, or holding back on decisions and things like that with this Two of Swords. Maybe not being able to completely see the path in front of you, which would make sense. Again, Chippy pulled this Seven of Cups card, which is feeling like you're in a fog. And those two definitely go together, because you can see the blindfold on him. So we got Page of Swords. It wouldn't be a reading without Page of Swords. It comes up all the time on every single sign, Page of Swords. And I think it's because of social media. And it's almost like, this is the card of somebody looking into you, curious about you. Or this could be you curious about something else. It is in the hopes and fears position. I'll have to clarify it, and we'll see. We'll see what that means. I'll get you a lot more details here, okay? Wow, and the final outcome is the Lovers card, okay? So this is about definitely having made a decision. This is your final outcome of this reading, not of your entire life, okay? Let's just make that clear. Tarot readings are a snapshot in time, and they're also fluid. So if you don't like what you see, you have the ability to shift things and change outcomes, okay? So Lovers card, this can be marriage. This can be things coming together. Again, we have angels on both of these cards, because it wouldn't be a Taurus reading without your angels coming in. So look at them on both of these cards. Angels, almost like the angels have guided this romance. And I feel like there's romance and money in this reading. It's almost like the reading started out like money, but there's this undercurrent of love and romance and making decisions around who to be with. Maybe even a reconciliation may be on your mind at this time, Taurus. Maybe that reconciliation leads to marriage. It could be that you're having a hard time making a decision, which is why it's on your mind. And maybe you're trying to decide between two things or two people. This can be, a fork in the road when I see the Lovers card too. Okay, so let's do some clarification here and see what comes up. So let's go back to this King of Wands, Taurus, very significant about passion and ambition at this time. Maybe a career man. You know, he's often somebody very focused on career. Sometimes a married man who can help with money as well is a very traditional meaning of the King of Wands, okay? And we've got the Lovers. Okay. I'm really surprised at that. So the Lovers came up as the final outcome. Now it's coming up as the very first card to clarify King of Wands. You may be in love with the King of Wands, Taurus, or the King of Wands may be in love with you. Take it as it resonates. Could be Queen of Wands, okay? So there's something about making a decision. Now, this King of Wands is usually a fire sign, but, you know, Lovers can mean Gemini energy. So we could be looking at some Gemini energy here. I mean, it's come up twice. I feel like you're trying to make a decision about where your passion is leading you and how you feel about love, but also about money. And also, you know, going back to these cards that Chippy pulled earlier, because his usually way right in on the reading, you know, there's something here about being in a fog, about juggling something. I went to money because Two of Pentacles is usually money and resources, but this can be the juggling card, juggling in a relationship, like trying to decide between two people or something like that, and being in a fog about it. So you may not even, for some of you, you may not know you are being juggled, and you're trying to make a decision, and maybe you're not feeling 100% because you feel like something's off, and maybe that's what's off for some of you. Okay, we'll see. We'll keep going here. So your Magician card is the crossing card at this time, your skills and talents, and it has to do with communication, something fast. Are you considering maybe a trip or going on some sort of retreat or something where you've got to go somewhere, but you're learning something new? So what I'm saying is you might be kind of up in the air about, do I want to learn how to do a new thing, which would be the Magician card, right? Your skills, your talents. Like I've always wanted to learn how to do Reiki, or I've always wanted to learn how to meditate, or, you know, whatever. And I kind of want to go take this class or this retreat, you know, which is this Eight of Wands energy of travel and communication and success. You know, this may be that you want to go do this because it plays into your passion, which I saw earlier, in some sort of new career, or something that you really want to fly with, is what I'm getting. But it's in the crossing position. We'll see why. I think it's because it just it's a big deal to go do this. You know, maybe it's expensive. If it's a trip, it takes a lot of planning. You know, there's something here about travel, communication, and using your skills. What's on your mind is Two of Cups, bringing two things together. But there's a Queen of Swords. So it may be you're considering a new relationship or reconciliation, you know, two things coming back together, you know, coming together or coming back together, something like that. This doesn't have to be a relationship. This can be like a contract coming together, or, you know, signing something, or, you know, any kind of agreements, that sort of thing. But you may have been burned in the past by things like this, Taurus. So when I see this Queen of Swords is cautious, you know. Queen of Swords is like, I don't know, I've been hurt by that before, you know, and you kind of closed off your heart on something and you're holding back. And you want clarity. Queen of Swords is all about clarity, okay? And right now, you may be feeling like you're in a fog, okay? So, let's see. Now, underneath that, though, you're wanting the money. You're wanting this gift of money to come in. You're thinking about this. Ace of Pentacles is, you know, a big boost in money and resources, and like a helping hand of some sort. You can see it's almost like the helping hand dropping down from the universe to help you with monetary decisions, maybe to get out of debt or something like that. What does this have to do with this coming together? You're hoping that's going to come together, for one thing. You're hoping whatever it is that comes together for you brings in a boost of money. You know, it could be a jackpot. And you're hoping this is going to help you hold on to money. Here's the Four of Pentacles to clarify that. So going into your past position, I want to ask why this is in the past, is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So love and money is looking very good here. I see caution. I see you using your best judgment on things, you know. Nothing wrong with that. Good for you. Yeah, okay, so you've had this success and this fortune, okay, this money. It's right there. But you're thinking about letting this go into the past because you're thinking about doing something new. And if you get this Ace of Pentacles that you're thinking about, this jackpot, you might decide to do something new, which would use your skills and talents. Okay, this reading is crystal clear to me, isn't it to you? I'm just seeing this, you're like, I've done all of this, you know, I've done this whole pile of money. But I want to do something different. I want to grow this and nurture something new into existence, you know, which means you might be letting your Wheel of Fortune go. It might be feeling risky at this time. This is why you're feeling this juggling. Again, I hate to keep going back to Chippy, but there's a reason he has his own channel, guys. I'm not kidding. He knows. This is why you're juggling money. This is it. Here it is, right here. You're juggling money because you already have money, but you're thinking, do I risk it to grow something new? Juggling. And you're not clear on it. You're in a fog, like Seven of Cups. He always knows what he's talking about. I'm so lucky to have this dog, I tell you. Okay, he's a special one. So let's go over here. So that's your past influences. In your future, you have got King of Cups. He's walking back over here right now, like, just let me do the reading. All right. King of Cups in your immediate future, having to do with some sort of healing, nurturing energy, and maybe a major life change. And here's another angel card. Of course. Of course, Taurus. There it is. So King of Cups and Judgment coming up. I think you might be going into a healing profession, some of you. I really do. I think you're going from this career person, not everybody here, obviously, but somebody here is going from this very high drive, ambitious, sort of King of Wands energy, letting, you know, and you've accomplished that fortune, right? And now in your immediate future, you're really considering getting more into this healing vibe, and it will involve a major life change and a big transition, okay? Really good. This is really good. I feel like your angels are drawing you into this, Taurus. I think for a lot of you, first of all, you're following your angels. You know, you may be communicating with angels, whether it's, you know, intentionally or not. You may just be getting sort of like downloads, these subtle messages from your angels of, Taurus, why did you do this? You know, they kind of whisper in your ear. I always say, you know, you can hear your intuition by that little quiet voice, or if you hear your angels, they're not going to come in screaming at you with trumpets. It doesn't go that way. They come in very softly. The angels have a very, very soft energy, especially where it involves leading you into a healing sort of career, if that's what you're looking towards. And I think some of you are. You know, he can be a doctor, he can be a alternative doctor, he can be a massage therapist, he can be a sound healer, you know, music therapist, all kinds of things, you know. I think you're going to be connecting with this person, Taurus, a lot of you, on some sort of retreat or class that you're flying across the country or around the world to take. And obviously it's not everybody's story, but somebody's doing this, because I see you on a plane being really excited, connecting with a group of people. And this person may be giving this seminar or this class or this program that you're going to value. It's going to be very valuable for you, obviously very valuable. And I feel like you're being drawn there by your angels, and it's going to be a major life change for you. And this is your immediate future, Taurus. So Your more extended future is the Strength card. Let's clarify that. That can be some Leo energy. So we've got strong Gemini and some Leo energy. Yeah, and this is you feeling like you might be holding back on all of what I just said there about the class. This is you maybe going, is this going to drain me? Is this too much? I see a lot of consideration around that. Why else is the Strength card there? Because the Strength card can mean just holding back, you know. Yeah, there's fear of the future. When I see Death card reversed, it's fear. It's plain old fear of the future. And other people are seeing you in indecision. And here's this Two of Swords. This is the being confused, blindfolded, not being able to see the future. Somebody who's seeing you like that. Just views of others for you, Taurus. Let's see. Yeah, somebody's seeing you as holding your ground, holding back, being territorial about your life, your money, your lifestyle, and things like that. Is this a good thing for Taurus? Let's see. Devil card. So let's see. Hold on a second. I think you're really afraid there's going to be toxic energy, or the biggest thing here, I think you're afraid that you might get in a money trap. I think and maybe you are. I'm not saying you're not. Okay, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just reading the cards here, okay? What I'm kind of getting here is you really want to do this program or this class or grow money in a different way. But because it costs money, I'm getting that you're afraid you might get stuck in a trap of money, you know, like debt. Sometimes the Devil card can have to do with debt. And I see you not clear on it. You're kind of like in this tug of war at this time with yourself over this decision, and you're standing your ground. You're holding back and you're standing your ground on this. And if you're feeling that, I'd say listen to it. Maybe it's the wrong time, you know, like there's an opportunity here, but it may not be the right timing. Somebody's watching you. Let's go to this one for a minute. This Page of Swords, and this is you being curious. I think you're watching them too. You're watching the program or person or this healer or whoever this is, okay? So let me see. Hold on a second. They're watching you. There's the Taurus card. They're watching Taurus. They're watching you, Taurus. You're hoping they're watching you. You're also afraid they're watching you. And I think they're watching you to see if you're going to do this trip or do this program, because it feels like a big opportunity. I'm going to dig into it more, but let's go to the Lovers card. Well, gosh, I don't even hardly need to clarify it. Your final outcome is indecision. You've got a decision to make. So, you know, it's something you love. You're feeling passionate about this person. And again, this could be a relationship that involves a trip and decisions and holding back on money and, you know, things like that. Let's see. Let's clarify it. And it's clarified by the Knight of Wands. You're really up in the air about this, Taurus. This decision, I think you're really, really up in the air about it at this time. Let me get an overview card for you here. And then I'm going to take this over to the extended. For those of you, you know, if you're vibing with this, you may want to look at the extended. So I'm going to take it over and really dig at this devil energy and all of that. The trip, the program, where it pertains to love too, because for some of you this is love, okay? And for some of you it's both. Some of you it's feeling attraction plus an opportunity to make a whole lot more money and really expand your money, your business, and things like that. Anyway, let me get you, oh, look at this, wait. Ace of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Ace of Pentacles was over here earlier. Remember the helping hand from the universe. There's your overview card. Yeah, they want me to stop there. So there it is, Taurus. There is an opportunity here for some kind of windfall. There is. But it doesn't come without risk, and it doesn't come without decisions. So I'm going to take it over to the extended now, and if you're interested, come on over if this is your reading. And I'm going to do another 15 or 20 minutes of deep dive to see where this decision goes, and if you should be holding back. We'll look down some of those pathways for you. Okay. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate Taurus very, very, very much. Like more than you know. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I'll see you again soon. Okay. Bye now.